Do your legs feel like they've been carrying bricks by the end of the day? Do your knees creak when you stand up? Or maybe, some mornings, you wake up and your ankles feel like they've rusted overnight? If that sounds familiar, I want you to pause for a second. Not to worry, not to blame your age, but to consider something radically simple. What if the real problem isn't your age, but what your body is missing? You see, behind every joint that stiffens and every step that feels heavier than the last, there's often a silent factor at play, a quiet decline that most doctors don't talk about enough. It's called collagen loss, and after the age of 60, it accelerates faster than most of us realize. But here's the part no one tells you. You don't need expensive injections. You don't need another supplement with promises too big to swallow. You just need food. Real, powerful, healing food. In today's video, I'm going to walk you through 15 everyday foods, some of them so simple you've probably seen them at your local market, and yet they hold the power to rebuild the very foundation of your joints. These are foods that can reduce swelling in your legs, soothe pain in your knees and hips, help you walk lighter, feel freer, and move with a kind of quiet strength you thought you'd lost. And yes, I'll explain why they work, backed by real science. But I'll also show you how to use them in everyday meals, in ways that feel comforting, doable, and even a little joyful. Because this isn't just about food, it's about getting back a part of yourself that time tried to take. One of these foods changed everything for a man named Michael. He's 67, retired, and had nearly given up on walking without pain. I'll tell you his story at the end of this video. But for now, come with me. Let's open the pantry, not the medicine cabinet. Let's build your joints back up from the inside out. Ready? Let's start with number 15. And trust me, you'll never look at chicken feet the same way again. Warn 15, boiled chicken feet. The unexpected healer. Hiding in your broth. It might not be the prettiest food on your plate, but boiled chicken feet carry something far more valuable than looks. Type 2 collagen in powerful, concentrated form. Just the kind your joints are quietly begging for. You see, most of us think of chicken feet as scraps, but for generations, cultures around the world have simmered them into soups and broths. Not for flavor, but for function. Because when chicken feet are slow cooked, they release a rich gelatin, a natural, jelly-like compound that acts like biological glue. This is the same substance that cushions and holds your joints together. And here's where the magic begins. Type 2 collagen specifically targets cartilage, the smooth tissue that lines your joints and lets them move pain-free. As we age, this cartilage wears down, and when it's gone, there's no cushion. That's when the pain, the swelling, and the stiffness creep in. But when you regularly drink broth made from chicken feet, you're not just eating, you're sending repair materials straight to your knees, ankles, and hips. Imagine patching potholes in a road before the cracks get worse. That's what this kind of collagen does for your joints. And it doesn't stop there. Chicken feet also support the elasticity of the skin around your legs, which means firmer, less saggy skin that actually reflects how strong you're feeling inside. Not bad for something that costs a fraction of what anti-aging creams do, right? Let me paint a picture. A woman I spoke to last fall, Elaine, 74, from North Carolina, told me she was embarrassed to walk in shorts because of the loose skin around her knees. She started drinking homemade chicken feet broth 3 times a week. 8 weeks later, not only was her knee pain down by half, but she sent me a photo, wearing shorts, planting flowers in her garden again. That's collagen at work, quietly rebuilding you from the inside. So how do you make it? Low heat, long time. That's the rule. Simmer them in a pot for at least 6 to 8 hours, or in a pressure cooker for 1 hour. Add onions, garlic, carrots, a bit of vinegar to help extract the minerals. When it cools, you'll notice the broth turns jelly-like in the fridge. That's a good sign. The collagen has been released. You can sip it as a warm drink or use it as a base for soups, stews, even rice. Bonus tip, chicken feet broth pairs beautifully with leafy greens like kale or cabbage. Foods that complement collagen absorption and enhance anti-inflammatory action. You don't have to drink it every day to feel the difference, but commit to 2 to 3 times a week and your knees will start to notice. Coming up next, a treasure from the ocean that flows with joint healing power. Let's move on to Namashakru 14, fish broth, ocean gold for aching joints. Let's talk about one of the oldest healing secrets of coastal grandmothers. Fish broth, especially when made from bones, heads, and skin, is a warm, comforting powerhouse of marine collagen, minerals, and joint-reviving nutrients. Now, I know what you might be thinking. Fish heads, really? But trust me, this is liquid gold for your joints. When you slow cook a whole fish, especially small ones like sardines, mackerel, or fish heads from wild-caught varieties, you're not just making a broth, you're making medicine. Here's why. Marine collagen is smaller in structure than other types. That means it's absorbed faster, used more efficiently, and gets straight to work supporting ligaments, tendons, and connective tissue. In other words, it's like sending a team of repair workers into your joints with direct instructions. But the benefits don't stop there. You're also feeding your bones. Fish bones release calcium, phosphorus, magnesium, minerals your skeleton craves to stay upright, balanced, and pain-free. And those tiny cracks and aches in your knees or hips, often they come from invisible nutrient shortages that slowly wear things down. Fish broth helps fill those gaps, one soothing spoonful at a time. I met a retired sea captain named Glenn in Oregon. He swore by his grandmother's fish broth recipe, made every Sunday with salmon heads and seaweed. Glenn had bone-on-bone arthritis in his hip and was facing surgery. After 6 months of drinking fish broth almost daily and adding a few of the foods we'll talk about later, he walked into his doctor's office without his cane. No, it didn't regrow bone, but it reduced his inflammation so dramatically he postponed surgery for over a year. And more importantly, he got his freedom back. What makes fish broth so joint-friendly? It contains glycine and proline, two key amino acids that help lubricate joints, ease friction, and reduce that crunchy, grinding feeling when you move. It's hydrating at the cellular level, helping your synovial fluid, the body's joint lubricant, stay smooth and supple. And it's incredibly bioavailable, meaning your body doesn't struggle to absorb it. It soaks it up like a sponge. How to use it? Simmer bones and heads of fatty fish, like salmon, sardines, trout, with herbs, lemon, a splash of vinegar, and maybe a piece of kombu, a mineral-rich seaweed. Cook low and slow for at least 4 to 6 hours. Strain, refrigerate, and use daily in soups, rice, or even drink as a light broth in the afternoon. You'll find that not only does it ease your joints, it gives you a surprising boost of calm energy. That's the glycine at work. It's also known to improve sleep quality and reduce anxiety. And let's not forget, it's sustainable, affordable, and deeply nourishing. You're using parts of the fish that would otherwise go to waste and turning them into something that nourishes your body at the deepest level. Still feel hesitant about fish broth? Start with 1 small cup a day. Add it to your favorite vegetable soup. Before long, your joints and your digestion might start sending you quiet thank you notes. Now, if you want to supercharge that collagen building even further, let's talk about a food so simple, most of us have it in our fridge and completely overlook its power. Coming up next, the quiet warriors of joint repair. 13. Egg whites, the unsung heroes inside your breakfast. If you've ever cracked an egg and tossed the white aside, maybe thinking it was bland or boring, here's a quiet truth that might surprise you. That clear, slippery egg white, it holds the very building blocks your joints need to rebuild, recover, and move pain-free. Egg whites are packed with 2 amino acids, glycine and proline. These aren't just random names from a nutrition label. They're the raw ingredients your body uses to make collagen. Not in a lab, not in a bottle, but inside you, naturally. Let me explain it like this. Think of collagen like the scaffolding of a building. It holds everything together, your joints, your skin, your bones. But as we age, that scaffolding weakens. It's like losing bricks and mortar, one little piece at a time. Egg whites give your body the bricks to patch it back up from the inside out. Now, I know egg yolks get all the attention. Yes, they're rich in vitamins. But the egg white is the unsung hero for joint health. What makes them even more valuable is their high-quality, low-fat protein. Strong muscles mean better support for your joints, less pressure on your knees, less strain on your hips. And because egg whites are low in calories, they help with weight management too, which, as you know, makes a huge difference if you're dealing with joint pain or inflammation. I remember talking with a woman named Marlene, 67, from Arizona. She started her mornings with 2 scrambled egg whites and a handful of spinach sautéed in olive oil. 3 weeks in, she told me something simple but powerful. I can bend down to feed my cat now without holding the counter. That might sound small, but for Marlene, it was a milestone of independence, and it started with something as basic as eggs. Want to maximize the benefits? Pair egg whites with vitamin C-rich foods. Why? Because vitamin C helps convert glycine and proline into collagen more efficiently. Try scrambled egg whites with a side of bell peppers or a small orange. Or blend hard-boiled whites into a salad with citrus dressing. Use them throughout the day. Add them to smoothies, soups, or even oatmeal. Yes, really, it makes it creamy. They're gentle on digestion and endlessly versatile. And here's a bonus many people don't realize. Egg whites also contain albumin, a natural anti-inflammatory protein that helps regulate fluid retention. That means less swelling in your legs and ankles, especially at the end of a long day. So the next time you make breakfast or lunch or a snack, don't underestimate the power of what's inside that egg. It might just be the simplest, cleanest way to start rebuilding your mobility, one bite at a time. Coming up next, a humble bean that does more than fill your plate. It strengthens your bones, smooths your skin, and cools the fire of inflammation. Let's move to number 12. White beans, the quiet power in your pantry. They may look plain. They may sit quietly in your kitchen cabinet, waiting to be soaked or stewed. But white beans are nothing short of a nutritional secret weapon, especially when it comes to your joints, your circulation, and your ability to move without pain. Let's get one thing clear. You don't need exotic superfoods shipped from across the world. Sometimes the simplest foods hold the most surprising power. And white beans. They're packed with zinc and copper, 2 minerals most people barely think about. But your body can't build collagen without them. Imagine collagen as a rope being woven. Zinc and copper are like the hands doing the weaving. Without them, you've got threads but no structure. These 2 minerals act like cofactors, tiny switches that turn on your body's collagen-making machinery. That means stronger cartilage, more elastic joints, and less stiffness when you move. And here's the part that will matter most if you're someone who battles with swollen legs or aching knees. White beans are natural anti-inflammatories. Their mineral profile helps calm inflamed tissues and improve circulation, especially in your lower limbs. I once got an email from a man named Roger, 72, from Michigan. He had arthritis in both knees and was told surgery was inevitable. But he started making a white bean and kale soup twice a week, adding garlic, olive oil, and a squeeze of lemon. 3 months later, his doctor noticed the swelling around his knees had gone down significantly. He still had pain, yes, but he was moving easier, and that gave him hope. That's the power of consistent, functional nutrition. White beans also help in other powerful ways. They support vascular health, helping blood vessels stay elastic and strong, key for reducing fluid retention in the legs. They provide plant-based protein, which supports the muscles that stabilize your joints. Their fiber helps balance blood sugar and feed the good gut bacteria that regulate systemic inflammation. Think of it this way. Every serving of white beans is not just feeding you, it's supporting your body's repair team. How to enjoy them? Soups and stews are classic. Try pairing with turmeric or rosemary. both anti-inflammatory herbs. Mash them as a spread for whole grain toast. Toss into salads with olive oil and fresh herbs. Or blend into a creamy dip with lemon and garlic, perfect for snacking with veggie sticks. Quick tip: soak dried beans overnight before cooking to reduce compounds that cause bloating and to unlock even more of their nutrients. If you're using canned, go for low-sodium versions and rinse them well. And remember, it's not about eating a mountain of beans in one day. It's about building small, steady habits that keep your joints strong, supported, and soothed over time. Next, we're going to swap the pot for something much lighter, a drink that doesn't just quench your thirst, it quietly hydrates and heals from the inside out. Coming up, number 11, coconut water, the gentle hydrator. Your joints have been waiting for its light. It's refreshing, and it just might be the most underestimated anti-swelling remedy sitting in your fridge. We often think of coconut water as a summertime drink or something young people sip after yoga. But for those of us over 60, especially if your legs feel heavy, swollen, or stiff by evening, this natural drink can be a game changer. Let me explain. As we age, our body loses its ability to stay hydrated at the cellular level. That means the fluid that normally cushions our joints, called synovial fluid, can dry out like a sponge. And what happens when a sponge goes dry? Friction, grinding, pain. Coconut water comes in like a gentle wave, restoring that moisture with natural electrolytes, especially potassium and magnesium. These minerals help draw water back into your cells, keeping tissues hydrated and flexible. For your joints, this means less stiffness and more glide. But that's not all. Potassium also improves blood flow, especially to your lower limbs. And when blood flows better, it doesn't just deliver oxygen, it carries excess fluids and waste products away. That's a fancy way of saying good circulation equals less swelling. Let me share a quick story. Maria, 69, from Tampa, used to dread long grocery trips. By aisle 6, her ankles would puff up like balloons. Her daughter, who studied holistic nutrition, suggested she switch her afternoon soda for 1 cup of chilled coconut water with a slice of lime. After 2 weeks, Maria emailed me. "It's the first time in years I came home from shopping and didn't have to elevate my feet right away." Now, is coconut water a miracle? Number. But is it a gentle, daily step toward better joint comfort, better energy, and better hydration? Absolutely. Bonus benefit: coconut water helps collagen do its job better. Collagen operates within the soft tissues of your body, and those tissues need to be well hydrated to function. Think of coconut water as the grease in the machine, allowing collagen to move, rebuild, and protect with ease. How to use it: enjoy 1 small glass, about 8 ounces, in the morning or afternoon. Mix it with berries or citrus fruits to turn it into a hydration-boosting smoothie. Use it as a base for light summer soups or popsicles. Yes, healthy popsicles. A quick note: make sure you're choosing pure coconut water. No added sugars, no artificial flavors. Just the real stuff. Because sometimes it's not about pushing harder, it's about supporting your body in smarter, more natural ways. So next time your legs feel puffy, tight, or tired, don't reach for a pill. Reach for a glass of what nature designed to restore you, gently. Coming up next, a group of fruits so vibrant, so rich in antioxidants, they don't just help your joints, they actually protect your collagen from breaking down in the first place. Let's dive into number 10, purple fruits, nature's armor for your collagen. Their color is deep, almost mysterious. Blueberries, blackberries, purple grapes, plums. These are more than just pretty additions to your plate. They're nature's built-in defense system for your joints. Let me explain. As we get older, our body becomes like a house that's weathered a few storms. Time, stress, pollution, and even certain foods release free radicals. Tiny molecules that act like termites, slowly breaking down our structure from the inside. And one of the first things they attack? Collagen, the protein that keeps our joints smooth, our skin firm, and our blood vessels elastic. But here's the good news. Purple fruits are loaded with a special group of antioxidants called anthocyanins. These powerful compounds act like bodyguards for your collagen, protecting it from damage, slowing down its breakdown, and even helping your body make more of it. Think of them as tiny firefighters putting out the flames of chronic inflammation. A woman named Louise, 73 from Vermont, told me she started replacing her evening dessert with a small bowl of mixed berries and plain Greek yogurt. Within a month, she noticed less puffiness in her knees, and her doctor even complimented her on her improved circulation. It wasn't a fancy pill, it was berries. Why are purple fruits so special? They boost blood flow, especially to the legs, thanks to compounds like resveratrol found in grapes and dark berries. Better blood flow means less swelling, more oxygen to your tissues, and quicker healing. They support gut health with fiber, which indirectly lowers inflammation throughout the body, especially around your joints. And there's more. Purple fruits also have a beauty bonus. They help reduce the appearance of spider veins, firm up sagging skin on the legs, and brighten the tone of your complexion. So not only do you feel better, you begin to look more energized, more vibrant. Easy ways to include them. Add a handful of blueberries to your morning oatmeal or smoothie. Freeze grapes for a cool afternoon snack. Mix blackberries into a spinach salad with walnuts and vinaigrette. Or enjoy them just as they are, fresh, juicy, and full of life. If you're someone who struggles with sweet cravings in the evening, this is an ideal swap. Sweet, satisfying, and actively healing your joints while you enjoy them. And here's one more secret. When paired with vitamin C, like in oranges or acerola, the collagen-protecting effects double. So toss some citrus zest into your berry mix for an even greater anti-aging boost. In the end, these fruits remind us that healing can be colorful, delicious, and joyful. And sometimes a small bowl of purple can make a big difference in how we move, feel, and live. Next, we'll explore a leafy green that quietly prepares your body to absorb all this collagen goodness even better. Coming up, the groundwork for joint repair. 9. Kale, the silent architect of stronger joints. It doesn't scream for attention like a bright fruit or sizzling steak. But kale, with its deep green leaves and earthy flavor, works quietly, like a skilled builder laying the foundation for everything else to stand strong. And when it comes to your joints, your bones, and your circulation, this humble leaf might be one of your most powerful allies. Let's start with one word: vitamin K. As we get older, calcium can become a double-edged sword. Yes, it's essential for bone strength, but when it ends up in the wrong places, like your arteries, it stiffens blood flow and puts more strain on your heart and legs. That's where kale steps in. Vitamin K helps direct calcium to your bones and away from your blood vessels. That means stronger joints and smoother circulation, a vital combo for reducing swelling in the legs and preserving mobility. But there's more. Kale also contains chlorophyll, the same compound that makes plants green. Inside your body, chlorophyll acts like a detox sponge, binding to toxins and helping clear them out. Why does that matter? Because when your system is clean, your collagen metabolism runs smoother. It's like clearing the road so the workers can do their job better. I remember Thomas, 70 from Denver. He wrote in to say that after adding kale to his breakfast smoothies, he noticed something surprising. I didn't change anything else, but my knees didn't pop when I climbed stairs anymore. It was subtle, but I could feel it. That's kale doing its quiet work behind the scenes. What else makes kale a joint savior? It's rich in magnesium and potassium, which help relax blood vessels and ease fluid buildup in the legs. It contains vitamin C and beta-carotene, two antioxidants that support collagen creation and fight inflammation. It works synergistically with other collagen-rich foods, helping your body use their nutrients more effectively. How to make kale easy and tasty. Sauté with garlic and olive oil. Simple, delicious, and great for absorption of fat-soluble vitamins. Add to soups or stews alongside white beans or chicken broth. Blend into a smoothie with banana and berries. Yes, the taste disappears. Or bake as crispy kale chips with a sprinkle of sea salt. Tip: if you find kale a little tough or bitter, massage it with lemon juice or olive oil before eating raw. It softens and mellows beautifully. Here's the big idea. If your joints are a house, collagen is the bricks. But kale is the soil the house is built on, detoxifying, balancing, supporting every system involved. So don't overlook this dark leafy green. It's not trendy, it's timeless, and your body will thank you for planting it into your plate. Next up, a tiny seed that may be smaller than your fingertip, but holds giant power when it comes to protecting your joints and skin. Let's dive into number 8. Sunflower seeds. Tiny seeds, tremendous joint protection. They may be small, but don't let their size fool you. A handful of sunflower seeds can deliver a wave of protection for your joints, skin, and circulation, quietly, efficiently, and deliciously. These little seeds are rich in vitamin E, one of the most powerful antioxidants we can get from food. And for people over 60, vitamin E isn't just a bonus, it's a necessity. Why? Because as we age, our collagen fibers, the ones that hold our joints together, keep our skin firm, and help us move freely, start to break down from oxidative stress. Vitamin E acts like a shield, protecting those fibers from being damaged by free radicals, inflammation, and daily wear and tear. It's the difference between a rope that frays and one that holds strong for years. But that's just the beginning. Sunflower seeds also contain selenium, a trace mineral with mighty anti-inflammatory power. It helps regulate your immune system and calm the overactive responses that lead to joint pain and swelling, especially in the knees, ankles, and fingers. There's also something deeply practical about these seeds. They're portable, affordable, and easy to add to any meal. No cooking, no fuss, just real food doing quiet miracles in the background. Let me tell you about Frank, 68, a retired mechanic from Ohio. He was skeptical when his daughter handed him a bag of raw sunflower seeds, but she told him, "Just a handful a day, Dad. Give it 2 weeks." He started tossing them into his yogurt in the morning. By the 3rd week, Frank called her, "My hands don't feel like sandpaper anymore." The swelling in his knuckles had gone down. He was gripping tools again, slowly but surely. That's what we call nutrient therapy at its simplest. Why else are sunflower seeds great for aging joints? They help maintain skin elasticity, reducing sagging around the legs and arms. They contain healthy fats that support hormone balance, especially important during and after menopause, when joint pain often increases. And they support heart health, which improves circulation and reduces leg fatigue. How to enjoy them? Sprinkle over oatmeal, yogurt, or salads. Blend into smoothies for a nutty boost. Mix with other seeds like chia and flax for an anti-inflammatory trail mix. Or just enjoy a small handful as a midday snack. Important note, choose unsalted, raw, or lightly toasted sunflower seeds to get the full benefits, without the hidden sodium or added oils. The beauty of sunflower seeds is this: they don't ask much, but they give a lot. And for your joints, where small improvements add up to big changes in daily comfort, that's the kind of food worth keeping close. Coming up next, A nut so rich in healing minerals, just one a day can start to rebuild your collagen, calm your inflammation, and recharge your mobility. Let's move on to number 7. Brazil nuts, one nut a day to rebuild. What time took away. Imagine if something as small as one nut a day could help rebuild your joints, reduce inflammation, and protect your collagen from breaking down. Sounds too simple, right? But that's exactly what makes Brazil nuts so remarkable. These buttery, rich nuts are one of the most concentrated sources of selenium found in any natural food. And selenium, though only needed in tiny amounts, is absolutely essential for your body to produce and protect collagen. Think of it this way. If collagen is the structure, selenium is the supervisor, making sure the work gets done right and on time. And as we age, that kind of internal quality control becomes even more important. What does selenium do? It neutralizes oxidative stress, the hidden damage that slowly eats away at joints and tissues. It regulates immune function, which keeps inflammation under control, especially in those suffering from arthritis. And it plays a direct role in repairing damaged connective tissue. Now here's the powerful part. Just one Brazil nut a day can provide your full daily requirement of selenium. That's right, just one. I once heard from Rosa, 71, in New Mexico. She said she started eating a Brazil nut every morning along with her tea. She called it her little armor. 3 months in, she noticed her hands weren't cramping while knitting anymore. She said, "It's like something unlocked. I can move again." Sometimes healing really can begin with the smallest of rituals, but the benefits don't stop there. Brazil nuts are also rich in healthy fats, which help lubricate your joints, keep your skin supple, and enhance the absorption of fat-soluble vitamins like A and E, both essential for collagen strength. They also contain magnesium, a mineral many older adults are deficient in, yet so critical for muscle relaxation, bone health, and reducing nerve-related pain. And there's more. Improved circulation is one of the quiet benefits of Brazil nuts. By supporting your vascular system, they help deliver oxygen and nutrients more efficiently to the tissues that need repair. That means less swelling, faster recovery, and more ease in your movements. How to enjoy them? Keep a small jar of Brazil nuts by your tea station or breakfast table. Eat 1 to 2 nuts daily, that's enough. Add to smoothies, trail mixes, or even crumble over yogurt or oatmeal. Be mindful not to overdo it. More isn't better with selenium. This is a perfect example of doing less, but doing it consistently. Because real transformation doesn't always come with noise. Sometimes it comes quietly in the form of one small act, repeated daily. Next up, a fruit so packed with vitamin C, it's like handing your body the tools it needs to reignite collagen production from the inside out. Let's talk about number 6, acerola, the tiny fruit that unlocks collagen. Like nothing else. It's small, it's bright, and if your joints are stiff, your skin is sagging, or your recovery feels slow, this tiny fruit might be your missing key. We're talking about acerola, also known as Barbados cherry, and while it may not be as famous as oranges or apples, this little powerhouse delivers something far more valuable. More vitamin C than almost any other fruit on earth. Why does that matter? Because vitamin C isn't just an immune booster. It's the spark that ignites collagen production. Without enough vitamin C, your body simply can't make or maintain collagen, no matter how much collagen-rich food you eat. Think of it like building a house. Collagen is the bricks and beams. But vitamin C, that's the mortar, the tools, and the workers. It brings it all together. A woman named June, 75, from Florida, once told me, "I was doing all the right things. Chicken broth, fish, avocado, but my skin still looked dull and my knees still ached." Her nutritionist asked her a simple question. "Are you getting enough vitamin C?" That day, she added acerola powder to her morning smoothie. Within a month, she said, My skin changed. But more than that, I didn't feel as inflamed anymore. That's the acerola effect. What makes it so powerful? It delivers up to 30 times more vitamin C than oranges. Just a handful meets your daily needs. It also contains antioxidants, carotenoids, and small amounts of B vitamins, which support energy and tissue repair. It works in synergy with collagen-rich foods, helping your body absorb and use the nutrients far more efficiently. But here's where it really shines. For those who struggle with chronic inflammation, arthritis, or swelling in the legs, acerola helps calm the immune system while fueling the regeneration of worn-down tissues. It's both preventative and restorative, a rare double benefit. How to use it? Fresh acerola is best, but if you can't find it, acerola powder is widely available and highly effective. Add it to smoothies, yogurt, or even a glass of water with lemon and honey. Pair it with purple fruits or greens to create an antioxidant-rich, collagen-activating combo. Tip: if you're already taking collagen supplements or eating collagen-rich foods, acerola can multiply their impact, turning passive nutrition into active transformation. And yes, it tastes tart, almost citrusy, but many find it refreshing and energizing, especially as a mid-morning or post-walk pick-me-up. Here's the deeper truth. Sometimes your body isn't failing you. It's just missing the tools it needs to rebuild. And acerola, small, simple, and powerful, might be the tool that changes everything. Coming up next, a vegetable you've probably sliced into salad 100 times, but when eaten the right way, it becomes a natural debloater, detoxifier, and joint soother. Let's explore number 5, cucumber with skin, the quiet cleanser that soothes from the inside out. You've probably had cucumber in a salad or floating in a glass of spa water. But did you know that when eaten with the skin, this crisp, cooling vegetable becomes one of nature's simplest anti-inflammatory tools? Yes, cucumber with skin is far more than a hydrating snack. It's a gentle detoxifier, a joint soother, and a natural source of silica, a mineral most people have never heard of, but one that your body deeply relies on to create and maintain collagen. Let me explain. Silica is like the invisible thread that holds collagen fibers together. Without it, your joints lose their elasticity, your skin loses its firmness, your bones become more fragile than they should be, and yet most of us don't get nearly enough of it. That's where cucumbers come in, especially when you leave the skin on. I spoke with Linda, 66, a former dancer in California, who had stopped gardening because her knees would swell up after just a few minutes on the ground. She began adding cucumber with skin to her green juices and salads every day. Within weeks, she told me, it was subtle, but I didn't need to ice my knees anymore after digging in the soil. She was back to planting marigolds and tomatoes. Sometimes healing begins in the most refreshing way. What makes cucumber with skin so powerful? It contains silica, which strengthens connective tissue, ligaments, and cartilage, the scaffolding that holds your joints together. It's made of over 95% water, helping you hydrate at the cellular level, crucial for healthy synovial fluid in your joints. It supports lymphatic flow, helping your body remove excess fluids, reducing that end-of-day leg swelling many older adults know too well. And don't throw away the peel. That's where the silica and the fiber live, both of which help reduce inflammation and improve digestion, which is linked to better nutrient absorption. How to use cucumber with skin? Add sliced cucumber to your daily water with a touch of lemon or mint. Toss into fresh salads or blend into green smoothies with kale and apple. Grate it into plain yogurt for a quick anti-inflammatory snack, or enjoy it as is with a sprinkle of sea salt and olive oil. Tip: always wash cucumbers well if you're eating the skin, especially if they're not organic. Cucumber is the kind of food that doesn't shout for attention, but day by day, it helps lighten the load on your joints, refresh your skin, and reduce that sluggish, swollen feeling in your legs. And the best part? You can eat as much as you like. It's light, clean, and endlessly versatile. Next up, we're turning to something a little warmer and more comforting. A root vegetable that fuels your body, repairs your joints, and helps stabilize the systems that control inflammation from the ground up. Coming up number 4, sweet potato, the comfort food that heals from deep within, warm, soft, and naturally sweet. Sweet potatoes have long been comfort food in American kitchens. But here's what most people don't realize. This humble root is also a collagen-activating, joint-supporting powerhouse. Every bite delivers nutrients that soothe inflammation, rebuild cartilage, and stabilize the systems that quietly wear down as we age. Let's start with manganese, a mineral you probably don't think about, but one your joints rely on every single day. Manganese acts like a spark plug for collagen production. Without it, your body struggles to maintain the soft cushioning between your bones, leading to stiffness, discomfort, and wear over time. And sweet potatoes? They're one of the best natural sources of manganese in your everyday diet. But it doesn't stop there. Sweet potatoes are also rich in vitamin C, which, as we've covered, is essential for building collagen and reducing inflammation. When combined with manganese, it creates the perfect 1-2 punch for cartilage repair and connective tissue strength. I remember hearing from Charles, 72, in Georgia. He emailed me saying, "I never thought a root vegetable could help my back feel better." Turns out he started eating baked sweet potato 3 times a week, seasoned with olive oil and turmeric. After 2 months, he said, "I didn't creak when I stood up anymore." It didn't happen overnight, but it happened. And it tasted good the whole way through. Sweet potatoes also offer a few quiet superpowers. They're rich in natural anti-inflammatory compounds like beta-carotene and polyphenols. They have a low glycemic index, which helps balance blood sugar, crucial for managing inflammation in joints. And they're packed with soluble fiber, which supports a healthy gut, another key player in regulating systemic inflammation. How to enjoy them? Roast with rosemary and garlic for a healing side dish. Mash with a touch of cinnamon and coconut oil for a warming breakfast or snack. Slice and bake as sweet potato fries with paprika or turmeric. Or simply steam and add to grain bowls or soups. Tip: pair sweet potato with a source of healthy fat, like avocado or olive oil, to enhance the absorption of its fat-soluble nutrients. And here's a gentle reminder. Sometimes the foods that feel the most comforting are comforting because they nourish something deeper: your joints, your energy, your sense of movement and ease. So next time your body feels stiff, sore, or tired, don't just reach for comfort. Choose comfort that heals. Coming up next, a creamy, buttery fruit that doesn't just protect your joints, it helps rebuild them from the inside, while giving your skin, heart, and hormones a gentle lift. Let's move into number 3, avocado, creamy fat that cushions more than just your toast. It's smooth, it's rich, it spreads like butter. But avocado does something no butter ever could. It fights inflammation, nourishes your joints, and protects your collagen from the inside out. This soft green fruit may be trendy in modern cafes, but its benefits are deeply practical for anyone over 60 who wants to move more freely, feel less pain, and age with grace, not stiffness. Let's begin with what makes avocado so special: monounsaturated fats. These healthy fats don't clog up your system, they clean it out. They help reduce chronic, silent inflammation, the kind that builds up in your joints, quietly damaging cartilage and making movement harder with each passing year. But that's just the beginning. Avocados are rich in vitamin E, a powerful antioxidant that protects collagen from breaking down. Remember, collagen is like the glue that keeps your joints smooth and your skin firm. Vitamin E helps keep that glue strong, even as the years add up. And here's the beautiful part. Vitamin E works even better when paired with healthy fats, which avocado naturally provides. That's why this fruit is so effective. It's not just full of nutrients, it helps your body use those nutrients better. I remember Gloria, 74, from Northern California. She had been waking up with stiff fingers and aching hips for months. Her daughter, a nutrition coach, suggested adding half an avocado to her breakfast every day. Gloria resisted at first. "Too rich," she said, but she gave it a try. Within a few weeks, not only did her morning stiffness ease up, but she noticed her skin felt softer. She told me, "It's like my joints got a little oil change." Why else is avocado a joint health MVP? It's packed with potassium, which helps reduce fluid retention and ease leg swelling, especially if you sit or stand for long hours. It contains phytosterols, natural compounds that help regulate the immune response and ease joint pain, especially in inflammatory conditions like arthritis. It's rich in fiber, which supports your gut, and a healthy gut leads to less inflammation overall. Easy ways to enjoy avocado. Spread it on whole grain toast with lemon and cracked pepper. Blend it into smoothies for a creamy texture. Pairs wonderfully with banana or cocoa. Dice into salads or grain bowls for a soft, satisfying bite. Or simply scoop it straight from the skin with a spoon. Tip: a little lemon juice on top keeps it fresh and adds a bonus vitamin C kick, helping even more with collagen production. Avocado reminds us that fat isn't the enemy. It's the fuel, especially when it comes in such a nourishing, anti-inflammatory package. So the next time you're thinking of skipping breakfast or grabbing something processed, ask yourself, what if healing could start with something creamy, green, and good for your knees? Up next, we're stepping into something unusual. A variety of corn so rich in antioxidants, it's like a purple shield around your joints. Let's talk about number 2, purple corn, the ancient grain that guards your joints like a shield. You've probably seen yellow corn in every grocery aisle, but have you ever seen purple corn? This deep-colored, almost royal-looking grain has been grown for centuries in the mountains of Peru. And now modern science is starting to understand why ancient cultures prized it so highly. Purple corn isn't just beautiful. It's one of the richest sources of anthocyanins, the same antioxidant compounds found in blueberries, blackberries, and grapes. But here's what makes it special. Unlike fruit, purple corn delivers those antioxidants alongside fiber and plant-based compounds that can reduce joint inflammation, strengthen circulation, and even lower your risk of cartilage damage. In simple terms, it acts like a shield around your joints, helping you stay mobile, stable, and resilient, even as time tries to slow you down. I spoke with Raymond, 76, from Arizona. He found purple corn at a local farmer's market. He'd never seen it before, but bought a small bag of kernels out of curiosity. His wife made a tea from the kernels and added just a touch of cinnamon and lime. Raymond began drinking it in the evening, instead of his usual sugary soda. 3 weeks later, he wrote to me, "My knees feel quieter. Not perfect, but quieter, like something's calming down inside." That's something? Inflammation. And purple corn helps turn down its volume. Why is purple corn so powerful for joint health? Its anthocyanins have been shown to protect collagen from breakdown, especially under oxidative stress. It improves blood flow, which reduces swelling and brings nutrients to tired, overworked joints. It's also rich in fiber, helping to stabilize blood sugar and reduce chronic, low-grade inflammation. Bonus, purple corn is naturally cholesterol-lowering. By improving your heart health, it indirectly improves leg circulation, reducing that heavy, sluggish feeling that many older adults experience at the end of the day. How can you enjoy it? Look for purple corn kernels or flour in Latin American or health food stores. Make chicha morada, a traditional Peruvian drink. Boil the kernels with cinnamon sticks, clove, and a bit of fruit peel. Strain and chill for a refreshing tea. Use purple corn flour in homemade tortillas, pancakes or muffins for a delicious anti-inflammatory twist. Or pop the kernels into low-oil popcorn seasoned with turmeric or rosemary. And if you'd like more natural ways to protect your joints, your heart, and your spirit, subscribe. This channel was made for you. Until next time, take one step, eat one healing bite, breathe, move, smile, and keep going.